The insanely profitable VuManChu Market Cipher B strategy. That's what we're going to be looking at. Let's get started. Hi dev traders, I hope you're going extremely well. Welcome back to my channel where I take trading strategies that I find on YouTube and I convert them into code. Today we're going to be looking at the VuManChu's Cipher B, which is a clone of the Cipher, very well known Market Cipher B indicator, and we're going to be using a strategy that I found on YouTube, which was by TradePro. He put a challenge up for everybody to start using paper accounts to start learning how to trade, and we're just going to code it to convert it into strategy to see how feasible it is, either with bots or just give us more of an idea on when we should get an entry point. Okay, so before I go over to the code, I'd just like to say thank you for everybody for their support, and if you don't mind giving me a big thumbs up, and if you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe. You can also find links to all of my content like my TradingView indicators and the Discord below in the description. You also find the competition I'm doing at the moment. You'll find the winners of last month's at the end of this video, and more information about the future competitions that I'll be doing at the end of this video. So let's go over to my computer and start coding. Okay, let's go. Okay, here I am on my computer. To give credit where credit is due, the actual indicator that I'm going to be using was suggested by this channel called TradePro. It's the VuManChu Market Cipher B. He has done several videos on the actual possibility of swing trading with this, and he's doing a challenge. So I've accepted the challenge. I'm going to code it to make my own indicator so that it will take it automatic. Okay, so the indicator we're going to be using today is VuManChu Cipher B with divergences. Now this is a carbon copy of Market Cipher B. The VuManChu Cipher B is actually a carbon copy of the Market Cipher B, which is a very well-known indicator in the crypto world. I'm not personally against actually paying for premium indicators because I know that as a developer it can be quite expensive to create these indicators, but today we're going to be using the VuManChu as I need the open source to be able to create a strategy quickly and easily for this video, and also for sharing it with everybody in the community. Okay, so we're going to be looking at that. Let's get back to the computer and have a look. Okay, so the strategy involves the VuManChu, as I said, so you have to literally go here and type VuManChu, and it's the Market Cipher B. We're also going to be using an EMA today. Now I have to scroll all the way down because I've got so many indicators now. Okay, right, the EMA, and we're also going to be using ATR bands because that's going to help us with our ATR, which is the average true range, which is going to help us with our stop loss and our take profits. Okay, the first EMA we have set to 50, which is the green EMA here, and the second one is 200. So if we are above the 200, we're looking for long positions, and if we're below, we are looking for short positions. The idea is we are looking for pullbacks into the 50 EMA. So if we close below the 50 EMA, that's where we're actually looking for our position, and shorts if we close above it. Okay, so it'd be somewhere around here, for example, for a short. Then we go down to the VuManChu. We are actually looking at the blue waves here. So we have lots of information on here. You can deactivate information that we're not needed. When we're looking for a short, we're looking for this red line here, which is the money flow index, which we're going to be looking for a red for a short and a green area for a long. If we're looking for a short, we're actually looking for the blue wave to be above the zero line. This is the zero line here. We're looking for it to be above the zero line. And if we're looking for a long, we're going to be back over this side here, and we're going to be looking for waves underneath the zero line inside the green money index. And we're looking for the green here. Okay, these green dots actually mean that there is a crossover between this lighter blue wave and this darker blue wave here. So we're actually going to be taking entries on this green dot when all of the other parameters, match. Okay, so for instance, we'll be looking for a short over here. Now we're looking for a red dot, obviously, because we're going to be shorting. So we're going to be looking for the 200 EMA above the price. We're going to be looking for the green to the price to between the green and the red here, so it's actually closed above. And then we're looking for the money flow index here to be in the red, which is correct, and we're looking for a red dot, so we'll actually take a entry just about here on this candle here. We're going to be taking entries or using the ATR, which is this index here. Now, to use the ATR to make it a bit more visual, we actually can have an ATR band here. Now, we'd actually want to take the ATR, so we'd actually be using the short position here. We'd actually be clicking here, and we'll be using the stop loss just on that second ATR band there, and then normally we'll be doing a 1.5 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So it'd be about that as a entry. That one we would have won, and then for a long we're looking for exactly the opposite. Right, okay, so I guess the best idea is I'm going to now go into the code. To do that, all I have to do is click on VuManChu's Cipher B and click on the code, and then I literally have to copy and paste that into my indicator above, and we're also going to be using the other indicators. So let's get started with that now. Right, okay, we're going to be using the code from the VuManChu. As I said, this is very much like the Cipher Market B, Market Cipher, sorry. Okay, we're going to be using the waves here, the wave function here, and a couple of other function out of this. The EMAs that are pretty much as simple like in all of our strategies. That's an EMA, which we're going to turn green when etc. for the colors. Okay, I guess the best thing to do is load up my boilerplate and get started with the code. I'm going to put this as a time lapse, very quick time lapse, so you can see it very quickly, and then we'll go through it all together afterwards. Okay, here we are. I've managed to hack something together. I will improve on this before releasing it on TradingView, but here it is. Okay, as you can see, I've added the EMAs and the green and red dots here, and you can see our entries. Okay, right, so when the 200 EMA is above the 50 EMA, we're looking for a short, and we've come back into the 50 EMA, so that's correct here. And then we wait for a little red dot. If we zoom in, take our short, so that's a perfect entry. Back up on the longs here, we have a 200 EMA. We've come back into the 50 EMA for a short pullback. We look for a green dot because of our waves are in the right side over under the zero line. We've got the green money flow index here. We've got a little green dot here and the green dot here, and we take our entry. Our entries I've actually worked out on ATR. So let's have a very quick look at the code. Okay, inside the code I have literally added the EMAs just here. They're plotted. As I said, they change color using where you are, whether you're above or below. The idea here is if we are above the out, which the out is the 200 EMA. So if we're above that, we're looking for a buy signal, and if we're below, we're looking for a sell signal. We've also created a bounce bear variable, which checks that the high is actually below the previous high, and then we're both below the close are both below the EMA, which is the 50 EMA. Okay, so that's that. I've copied and pasted pretty much all of the functions, which I'm going to tidy up in a while from the VuManChu indicator, which is an absolute brilliant indicator. Great work there. Okay, and I've literally taken the function that I wanted from that, which was the buy and the sell signal, which is the wave cross up and the wave cross down. Okay, I've added that to my boilerplate, and that's what we've got right now. The most interesting part, obviously for most of us, is the strategy tester to see how that worked. Right, if we go over to the dashboard, let's have a look. I'm going to minimize that and minimize this. So actually remove that for a minute so we have a little bit more space. Okay. Right, if we look at the dashboard, we actually, on the current settings, have a 44% win rate. I'm using ATR to take profits. We will actually run this through what I call the optimizer, which is this lovely little bot here, which I'll show you. which actually optimizes all of my strategies and does it all automatically without me touching it. So I'll run that through and I'll share the results with you on my Discord channel. Okay, this on the current settings wins of 64 and losses for 80, giving us a net profit of 3,174. Takes 81 longs and 63 shorts. 144 trades were made, 6 wins in a row and 8 losses. So as you can see, it's given us a bit of a food for thought. It's in profit, so if we can improve on the profit and loss situations, we could probably get quite a good entry points using this indicator. Okay guys, that's about all for me. As I said earlier, I will run this through the optimized profit and loss. I will share all the results and my strategy settings in the Discord channel. You can find the links below. I do a monthly competition where you can win USDT prizes for people that actually participate in the community the most. You can see the leaderboard and everything inside the community. These are the winners. Thank you so much for all of your help. These are the winners for this week. As you can see on the screen, there's the 3 winners. They've all taken a prize of a couple of hundred USDs each. So if you want to participate, just literally join the Discord and participate in all of the conversations and you could win some USDT. Right, that's about all for now. Have a great day, keep safe and keep coding guys. I'll see you next week. Have a good day, goodbye.